Hello, I'm Claudia Kay and welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday. We did Highway Byway Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm a little bit tired, but I am hoping to get through all of the glass that we got in one video, and then I will do another one showing everything else that we got. But I don't know, it's a lot of glass. So if you are not familiar with what the Lincoln Highway Byway is, here in Ohio, it is a sale that goes from west to east across the state of Ohio and follows the old Lincoln Highway. Now, they moved the Lincoln Highway in spots over the years before they made State Route 30. So sometimes there will be two roads running parallel and both of them are Old Lincoln Highway. So sometimes you have to circle back around in just that area. So I think we did 4 counties this year. We did not do that many last year. This was our second year doing it, my niece and I. And so we definitely went into it with more experience of what it was going to be like and a little bit more of a plan. And so we headed west on the first day. Now my dad will probably say I got it backwards. I don't remember. But we headed, she's from Ashland, I'm from Mansfield, but I live very close to the Ashland County line. And we headed back into Mansfield toward Crestline, made it all the way to Crestline. And in getting to Crestline, then drove through some of Ontario. So all these little cities. And there wasn't much in actual Mansfield because most of that is businesses where the old Lincoln Highway runs. And so we did stop at a couple places. And the first place that we stopped at, I got this dresser set. Here's the powder jar. And I've absolutely not been able to identify. And then it came with 2 perfume bottles. Everything is filthy. I've washed nothing yet. Nothing. It's all dirty. I don't even have a place to set this stuff. Did not plan this well. It's just so much glass. So, where's the other one? Oh, over here. Okay. So first place we stopped at was in Mansfield, and we got this 3-piece dresser set. And I absolutely have not been able to identify it. I found just a set of the perfume bottles, and they were claiming that they were the Cosmos pattern by a glass company from the late 1800s, early 1900s. And it absolutely is not the Cosmos pattern because the Cosmos pattern has 3 overlapping flowers. So they were wrong. They're asking $55 for just the 2 because they're claiming they're antique. I looked up the Cosmos pattern. Number one, can't find a vanity set at all, but like butter dish, plate, all kinds of stuff, and every single one of the pieces, the pattern overlaps. So I do not believe it is, I think it was Consolidated Glass Company from the late 1800s. I do not believe that's what it is. Then I found it listed, it was clear glass with a blue overlay, blue stain. That was listed as iris from France, and they had the set, the whole dresser set, all 3 pieces, listed for $250. None of these have sold. I couldn't find them anywhere else. So if somebody knows something about this, by all means, let me know. I love that the flower's on top. It does not feel like antique glass. You know, you get to know the feeling after just loving glass as much as I do. It does not feel like antique glass. So we got a slow start on day 1. And I thought, we are not going to find the stuff that we found last year. Because, of course, last year, if you watched my videos, people had been cleaning out because everybody had been in lockdown the year before. lots of elderly people had died, so families were just wanting to get rid of stuff. Like the volume of stuff we found last year was just massive. So we were not finding anything like that as we headed out. So we stopped at a couple places in Ontario. We don't like to garage sale in Ontario because, and if you're from Ontario, I'm sorry, but it's true. All of their garage sales are always overpriced for what they have. Like, they think they have Viking glass when what they have is TJ Maxx glass, and they're pricing it at what they bought it from TJ Maxx. You know, I don't like to not be nice because it's kind of my thing, but yeah, we do not like, in no time of year do we like garage sailing in this little town of Ontario. So we get beyond there, we get to Crestline and stopped at some, you know, more country. There's a big stretch where there's houses that have more land. And so stopped at a few of those and get into Crestline. Such good garage sales in Crestline. We love going there. And we didn't even make it. The next town over was Bucyrus. We didn't even make it to Bucyrus. We ended up staying in Crestline the whole time. So by the end of the day, I had found 3 fairy lamps. Now don't get excited because they were clear glass and amber glass, which I think people find the least desirable. Although I feel like the clear glass and amber glass for actually burning a candle in are the best. So if you're looking for a fairy lamp to actually put a candle in and enjoy a flickering flame throwing light around the room, I recommend the clear. My mom does all clear. I do all amber. She doesn't have room for more. So these will be going up for sale sometime soon. And if you see something in any of my haul videos and you are interested in it, by all means, you can shoot me an email at claudiakvintage@gmail.com and ask me if it's available. So the first one is this diamond point one. This is the first time I've ever had a full one. I had a top once that I passed on to somebody who was missing a bottom, and talk about throwing the light around. These are so pretty. I'm thinking this came in 2 sizes and this is the smaller size, but I'm not a fairy lamp expert. And then I found, I'm going to hold them up together so you can see the size difference. I have 2 of these in my personal collection. One's amber and one is a married couple with a clear glass bottom and an amber top. These stars and bars, I love them. They are big mama jammas. So I got a clear stars and bars, and see how little but then the third one that I got, even smaller, these are the ones that Nikki of Black Dog Vintage and Antiques calls the little pickles. Oh, so I know a lot of people last year were doing a whole rainbow collection of these little ones. So those are the 3. So by the end of the day, I'd picked up 3 fairy lamps. So day 1 turned out to be a pretty good day. I'm just going to set stuff here so I've space to move things around. Day 2, we were only doing a half day because my niece had a required work event she had to go to. And so we stuck around Ashland, Hayesville. Hayesville's a little, it's out in farm country. My parents' church that they attend is it's a Hayesville address, but it's in the country way up on a hill, surrounded by farmland. So we thoroughly enjoyed Hayesville, had some fantastic luck there as well. And then on day 3, we drove just beyond Hayesville, drove through a tiny town called Jeromesville, and then went on to Worcester. But almost all the garage sales we hit that day were farmland. So it was long trucks, up very long driveways. And one thing we did not find this year was a good barn sale. We did go to one that was a friend's, but like a really good dig around in the dirty boxes kind of barn sale. We didn't come across any of those. And only one church sale. Out of all of those towns we went to, one church sale. And got the best peanut butter fudge there. So good. Oh. And peanut butter fudge isn't even my favorite, but we got the best peanut butter fudge there. Okay, so I don't remember which things were day 1 and day 2. I did get 2 pieces of uranium glass for my collection. Now, because half of my stuff is still up at the apartment and I haven't finished moving everything, I'm not sure if I have this one or not. If I have this one will go up for sale. But I'm thinking that, because my kitchen was pink and green, I'm thinking I had this size in pink and didn't have it in green. So, uranium glass bowl. And this was a guy who at one point had an antique booth, because he had a whole shed on his property just full of things that had been tagged for an antique booth. So he had $6.25 on this. He did not charge me $6.25. I got this and something else from him. I paid $5 for everything I got from him. So he did not charge me the $6.25 that he had on it, although I was willing to pay. I didn't ask. I just walked up and said how much for everything, because a couple things weren't marked, and because $5. So uranium glass mixing bowl. And I found one random furniture coaster. I have clear glass furniture coasters, but this is the first uranium furniture coaster I've come across. So I was super excited about that. I think I paid $0.25. So got 2 uranium pieces for my collection. I got some black glass, a couple pieces of black glass. The plate's not in fantastic shape, but I'm going to wait until Halloween, and I will sell that for Halloween displays or assemblages. It's got cat hair on it and it's dirty. I think it might have some dishwasher damage. Black glass does not hold up well to regular wear and use. It just doesn't. But black glass is rare enough that I thought this would be a good thing to offer closer to Halloween, along with these anti-anna glass diamond point candlestick holders. Another thing that would be good for assemblages for Halloween, but these are in good condition. So picked those up for resale. And then the other piece of black glass that I found is actually this set. Oh my goodness, you guys, they're so good. And I just got them because it was cool. Pepper, salt. I mean, how fun is that? And then I get home and I looked them up and I realized how much these go for. These are a heavy, heavy set of salt and pepper shakers. But this garage sale, she was selling her grandmother's collection of milk glass hobnail, exclusively hobnail. And besides this piece, all white, all milk glass. And it was massive. And she said, I still have totes. I got tired of unboxing totes. So, a huge milk glass collection, huge. Now, a lot of it she did have priced at retail prices and not good for resale. So I didn't get much of it, but I got the salt and pepper shaker, and I got this Canoe crescent-shaped footed planter. Isn't that fun? It's filthy, but this is not a piece you see very often. So I picked that up for resale. And I don't know, if I had an antique booth, I may have bought a bit more from her. She had some of the pieces that you don't see as often. Now, she had some that you can walk into any Goodwill and see today. But she did have some of the pieces you don't see as often. And she had quite a bit that still had original Fenton stickers on it. Those pieces were the filthiest. So it always worries me when you get a piece that has an original sticker because you want to save the original sticker, but the piece is filthy and it needs to be cleaned. So I don't know. That was all I bought from her, although she was an extensive collection. Now, I did buy this at a separate garage sale because I love these tiny vases. I love them. Just had a blue one and a green one up for sale recently. I love them. Just little. So this one does actually have Fenton on it, so we know that's from after 1970. None of the other pieces that I picked up did, so we know those are from before 1970, I think is what it is. So little ruffled vase there. And we'll go on with the milk glass because this was the other thing, besides two little pictures, the other glass thing that I got from the guy with the uranium bowl. It's so pretty. He had it marked 3, but I paid less. So, you know I bought this for me because it's a swan. I have a green version of this, and then I have a blue one. The blue one is actually Fenton. The green one is an off-brand. And I'm thinking because of the way the beak is that this is not Fenton. Fenton did a more defined beak. But I will have to, after I get this cleaned up, get those two down and compare them. Because it's very obvious that the green one I have is an off-brand. But I'm not sure. But it was so pretty. So, got that for me. And then, got this for resale. It's a Davey Crockett mug. It's my first Davey Crockett mug. So, it also is filthy. This one I did dig through a tiny little shed. The lady kept telling people at the registry, she's like, well, we have a shed back there you can go dig through. It actually had rules on the door for digging through the boxes. And my niece thought it was gross and wouldn't go near it. So she and her boyfriend on that day, because her boyfriend Casey was with us on day 3, they stood outside and I just handed them things. But Davey Crockett mug. Super excited about that. And then at a different place, I found this one for me. It doesn't really replace my pedestal one that I broke, but it is a Fire King. So that one was for me. And then last thing of, I think this is the last thing of white glass. And I could not identify these either because, I mean, there were several online for sale, but every one of them had a different company saying they were from. So, I don't know. But I liked that they said salt and pepper right there embossed on them. And I hadn't seen that before. These are little ones. So, compared to the great big Fenton one. Oh, no, there is something else. Oh, where did I set that? Oh, I see them. Oh, you guys, you got to see these. I set them away carefully so the cat couldn't break them. These are McKee stove shakers. And I picked them up because I thought, oh my goodness, those are so cool. I had no idea. These are pretty rare. So, size comparison. So this is the, I believe 6-inch. Let me see. Yes. 6-inch shakers. There would have been 4. I did find them in my Kitchen Glass of the Depression Era book. So it's missing the sugar and the salt. But look, the writing on these is fantastic. Now, these are not the original lids. This one isn't even a shaker top at all. But they are fantastic. Fantastic. So, that's the last of the white / milk glass that I picked up. So, let's get into... How about we do the clear glass before we do colored glass? Because, guys, I got my first piece of Murano that still has a sticker on it. I've had pieces I suspected were Murano before, but, you know, then I have to say Murano style because I cannot definitively say it's Murano without a sticker on it. There's the sticker. So the sticker says, handmade, genuine, Venetian glass, made in Murano, Italy. And then it's got a label going across it that says Vetro Artistico Veneziano. And yes, I don't have any kind of accent. That was terrible, but little clear glass ducky duck. Now, honestly, this piece probably going to go into a sale for like $10. Clear glass Murano, not as desirable. But I just thought it was awesome that it still had its sticker. So, little Murano. So if you wanted to own a piece of Murano that actually has a sticker, here you go. I've got it, little ducky. And then I got these at 2 different garage sales, one right after another, which I thought was interesting. Couldn't find anything about them either, but they hold like birthday candles, or maybe even the little taper Christmas candles would fit in here. I'm not sure, but little bear, little cat, picked those up for resale. And then I don't think I've ever showed, well, I did do that one video, so maybe you've seen some of my clear glass decanters. I like to put water with food coloring in them because my grandmother did that. So it's just a thing that I do because my grandmother did. Now this one is an old whiskey, but it's massive. Massive. I knew by its shape it was probably an old whiskey bottle. It was a brand I've never heard of before. But look at the stopper. It's fantastic. That's huge. It's bigger than a light bulb. And it's got this metal ring around it. So I don't know if it originally had that metal ring or somebody added, I don't know. But that was a very cool find. And then I found this wine decanter. It's etched. It's got this applied handle. Look at the stop. It's the stoppers that get me, you guys. They're just so beautiful. And it's got a very flat bottom, which I thought was a fun shape. And then I ran across a decanter the next day that had a pretty flat bottom too. And what's funny is it's got this sticker on it that says Cristal France that I did not even see until I was unpacking it at home. But here's the stopper on this one. Very flat top on the stopper, very flat on the bottom, but very different shape from the other decanters that I already have. And then I got my daughter, she's doing a project, my daughter's an artist, she's doing a project where she wanted some clear glass pieces that look like mushroom tops. So I found this, it was a quarter. So I picked that up for her. I'm not sure if she can use it for what she wanted it for, but also can't figure out what it's for. Is this one of those pieces in where like the 70s, they put the dried flowers and things into? Is that, if somebody knows, and here's what the bottom looks like. But it rolls off if you set it that way. This has a domed bottom, so you can't set it. I don't know what this is. I don't know. So if somebody knows, and honestly, I didn't do a search on it yet since I bought it for my daughter, not for resale. But I picked that up for a quarter for her. And then, oh, you guys, you may have seen my Instagram post. Trying to keep these separate from everything else so they don't get bumped at all. It is culver. Culver in the Valencia. It's the low ball glasses, not the high ball. Highballs seem more rare, probably because they're tall and skinny, they get broken more easily. Although these are a nice heavy glass, but I don't think these have ever been used because they still have the culver sticker. 22 karat gold by Culver, made in the USA. And I was doing a little research, and these are definitely from the before the late 60s, because in the late 60s they switched from the cursive culver to a block culver. Oh, they're so beautiful. And I thought that, yeah, they do. They have Culver Limited right there. Oh, they're so beautiful. Beautiful. These will be up for sale in an upcoming Glass with Class. I will announce it and advertise it heavily. I don't believe I will sell these beforehand. I so badly want to keep them because, you know, green is in my kitchen and these little green diamonds inside this gold is amazing. But I don't need more glassware and I need the money. So Culver glasses, they're a little dirty. I'm afraid to wash them, but they're amazing. Oh, amazing. And I picked up something for my brother. It's an Avon train. I've been on the hunt for one because the last one that I found, this was cracked and broken. And I wanted one that was in good condition. If you paid attention, you'll know that I collect the Avon cars from my brother. But he collected trains when we were kids. He belonged to one of the train clubs, and he was a nerd just like me. And I thought, wow, I think he needs a train to go along with his cars. So I picked that up for my brother. I was thinking about saving it for Christmas, but I don't have the space to keep things, and I'm afraid I would break it. So as soon as I see my brother, this is going to my brother. And then, even though my niece picks up collects carnival glass, she passed this up because she thinks she had it at home. It's the rose pattern. It's so pretty. Rose pattern, ruffled bowl, in good condition. So this will be up for sale. This might be up for sale tomorrow. In Glass with Class, when we discuss Viking glass. And speaking of Viking glass, I found a piece of Viking glass. This does not glow. I know it looks like it should, but it's Viking. It's filthy. I've got to clean it. But hey, cat's digging in the trash. Blueberry. Anyway, super, super pretty color. And it is 14 inches tall. So obviously I need to give it a good wash. It is dirty, but it does not have any flaws that I can see yet. I do not see any cracks. I do not feel any chips. So Viking glass vase, it will be up for sale tomorrow if you're watching this on Sunday. If you're watching it later, you may have missed it. I'm sorry. Then I found, oh, it was Harley digging in the trash, not Blue. I yelled at the wrong cat. She's like, oh, I got away with it. I found this piece of Heisig glass. These were made for Longaberger, which I did not know, but look at the clarity. You all know I love Heisig glass. Clarity on that is amazing. So it is blue. This little leaf right here tells you it was made for Longaberger, and it was made in 1999. So little piece of glass there. And then this one, I've sold one other before. This glows orange from the cadmium like the dickens. So much glow on this piece. And this is Sunny Boy from our gang. And these are produced here in Ohio I can't remember the name of the glass company, but in Zanesville, Ohio, these are produced. So, Sunny Boy will be in an upcoming sale. And if you collect the Amberina and display it under a black light, this is going to give you such fantastic glow. Also, would be good if you do that kind of thing for Halloween. Then I got a couple of pieces of amber. Little amber shot glass, toothpick holder, little amber shoe. This one I bought for resale, and then when I got home, I realized the back had been dinged. So, oh, it's going to have to go into my amber glass collection. What a shame. I'm so upset about it. Can you tell? And then tiny amethyst glass. Ugh, we are at a half hour. If you guys have hung in with me, good on you. Maybe I should split this up. Little amethyst glass bottles. Amberina toothpick. This has a chip on it that I didn't see right here. So this one may become my new toothpick holder since now I have red in my little kitchenette here at my mom's. I got this for resale. Look, there's its sister right there. I don't have this color blue, but also I don't have any room back here. So, resale. No chips, no cracks. That will be probably up in tomorrow's sale. And I got a Milk of Magnesia glass bottle made in the USA, so we know that it's vintage. Picked up this Murano style. Look, he's got a fishy in his mouth. Now, I don't know. You know, Hobby Lobby sells a lot of these glass pieces. My, oh, let me show you. This gorgeous piece right here, Hobby Lobby. I have two of them. One of them my mom gifted me, and one I got at Goodwill. So this could be a Hobby Lobby piece. I don't know, but he's fun. So I picked him up because I love the fit. You can't see it very well, but he's got a fish inside his beak. So he will be for sale in an upcoming sale. And then the last couple of things that I picked up are this little cup. It's the wrong size for my set. So if you need this one, let me know. It is the 3.5 inches and I need the bigger one. Didn't realize it was too small, so I got home and set it next to the other ones. I'm like, oh, wrong size. And then I picked this up because I needed this for something. So that was a lot. We're 33 minutes in. I had a fantastic time. I feel like it was really successful. I was much pickier about what I bought this year, but yeah, that was it on the glass. So this was part 1, and part 2 will be up sometime soon. And remember, be kind doesn't cost you anything, and it may mean everything to someone else. Bye.